Welcome to the Flora podcast, a place where we help you create a life you're excited about. Welcome back to the podcast. This week, I want to share with you a few behind the scenes things with you since I have gotten so many questions over the past, about a year. I've been getting a lot of questions about my business, my offers, my niche, my focus. Simply because if you've been paying attention, you've noticed that I've been pivoting. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you've seen my business go through several organic iterations. And this time last year was the beginning of one of those times, one of those iterations. Now, last year at this time, I ended both of my memberships. I archived over 5,000 hours of content. This was programs, courses, certification courses, beginner, all the things, the full spectrum of free gifts all the way up to certification programs, and archived all of that. And I began really streamlining my focus to help people declutter not only their lives, but their businesses as well. And I did that so that I could really focus on the 1 degree shift and what that really looks like, what that really means, and how you can really amplify your life once it becomes aligned. And this shifting of focus is a practice that I like to call pause to pivot. Now, this is a concept that I share with my private clients when they go through a transition in their life that intentionally creates shifts in their lives and in their businesses that will help align them in all areas of their life so that they can have that dream life. Now, I talk about the dream life concept or that future vision or future version of yourself in the 1 Degree Shift book. So I'm not going to go into that right now. I've also done several podcast episodes about that. Now, it was interesting because as I started to make these changes in my business, I had people contact me and ask me to join my new program months before I announced it anywhere. So the only way that you would have seen these changes or my new program were to visit a few key pages on my website. Now, a few months ago, I opened up enrollment to my Align Group Mastermind. Now, it was interesting, and my team was floored, as was I. The applications filled up very quickly, and the places were full within 5 days of opening the group. I did not expect it to fill up that fast. And we quickly had a wait list, and I was like, oh, wow. So once that was full, I opened up my private coaching for Align. Now, Align is my private program where I help overworked online coaches simplify their offers to make more impact and income in less time. So why did I make this pivot in my business? Well, let me take you back to January of 2021. I launched my book, The 1 Degree Shift, in the middle of January. And in my book, I talk about how to create lasting and sustainable change by committing to a simple 1 degree shift daily. That has been the main focus of pretty much all my content for the last 2 years. However, I still had all those 5,000 hours of all this other content that on the side I was kind of marketing and all this other stuff. And I really was like, no, I'm good. I need to archive all of this. And so in promoting and sharing and talking about and teaching the 1 degree shift, I noticed that so many people were coming to me, sharing their huge story. They're just like, oh my gosh, this is massive. I've been trying forever to fix this or that in my life or in my business. And the 1 degree shift works. So over the course of the last 2 years, I've been working really closely with women, some men, but mainly women, both in their lives and their businesses, to take this 1 degree shift method and use it to align them into their future version of themselves. And I'm doing this through my paid programs, again, through my mastermind, through my private coaching. one of the things that I get a lot of people asking when they see this new content that's labeled align, they're like, well, how do you align? And how you align is simple. And you've heard me share this countless times on these episodes. 1, what is your vision for yourself? Like, where do you want to go? What's your dream life? That's number 1. Number 2, reflect on your current situation. Where are you? Okay, where are you at? Now, when you look at both of these, you'll see how close or how far away you are from creating or having that future version of yourself or your future dream life, okay? Then all you have to do to get it is just start taking actions that are going to bring you closer to having your dream life or your dream business. In making this shift, as I mentioned previously, the majority of the people reaching out to me have been overworked online coaches that are absolutely craving simplicity in their business. They're not quite sure how to simplify because they've got so many programs, they've got so much overhead, and they really feel like their businesses are running them instead of them running their businesses. And I had felt the same. I mean, I was at multiple 6 figures, and I had no free time. Like when I did have free time, I was thinking about work. I was thinking about my next launch. I was thinking about my next promotions or an email that I had to write or a team member that I had a meeting with or whatever. And it got to be just too much. But the thing is when you get to multiple 6 figures, and this is one of the things that a lot of my clients are going through, is they feel like, well, I have multiple 6 figures and I have this team of people supporting me and helping me. However, I need to keep launching so that I can pay myself, so that I can pay my team. And it gets to be this hamster wheel of production and deliverables that just makes your life exhausting. So, yeah. And that's one of the things that so many of these people were reaching out saying, oh my God, I need help. And this is one of the reasons why I created the Align program, because ultimately when you make those 1-degree shifts in your life, that's what it helps you do, whether you have a business or not. The 1-degree shifts help you align your life from where you are to where you want to be, and it bridges that gap. It closes that gap so fast. And what closes it super fast is decluttering the stuff that is in the way of where you are now and where you want to be. Does this apply to people without a business? Absolutely. And like I said before, all of this is outlined in my 1-degree shift book, which you can find the link in the show notes. But for business owners, it's really aligning your offers and the design of your business with the dream life that you have for yourself as an entrepreneur. So the ins and outs of how you align is a little bit different than someone without a business. But when you create these purposeful pivots to simplify and declutter your life and your business using the 1-degree shift method and the Align framework, magic happens. In next week's episode, I'm going to share with you what the Align framework is and why it's so important to declutter your business if you want to make more of an impact and more income along the way. If you want to check out the program before that, click the Align link in the show notes. It'll say Align, and then there's a link next to it. Until then, if you have any questions about the Align program or how to align your life using the 1-degree shift, I want you to message me on Instagram. Again, the link is in the show notes, and let's talk, okay? Remember, all it takes is a clear vision of what you want and the willingness, just the willingness to take a small 1-degree shift in that direction daily to align yourself with a life that you love. I hope this serves you today. I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. All links mentioned are in today's show notes.